Good afternoon. It is a pleasure today to roll out the fiscal 2023 federal budget. Let me start by saying that this federal budget will be a very trim one. We've taken a lot of efforts to reduce a lot of expenditures going into this fiscal year. Among some of the biggest things that we'll see decreases in is really the termination of expenditures related to COVID. Now, let me say this before I go too far on this. We're not shutting the door on COVID. Like there's no more funding for COVID. What this budget will put in place is $82 billion to be prepared for the next pandemic and also the next variants as they come down the line. What we're emphasizing is the end of any kind of unemployment assistance insurance, which the individual unemployment assistance insurance has ended on that, and just start decreasing the expenditures on that budget. The two items that this budget will see increases on are money put back into construction of the border wall. We will see construction resume shortly on that, um, and the necessary funding for it. Also, we will see construction resume shortly on the Keystone Pipeline and funding restored for it. In education, I will. This budget will have an increase in education spending, especially in charter schools. I think the pandemic has shown us that school choice is so important in our nation. And so this budget will include a increase in spending for charter schools. I firmly believe that the parents do have a right to send their children to the school of their choice, being an independent school district, being a charter school. And this budget will allow that to happen. Also, in light of recent developments in the Ukraine, our defense budget will see an increase as well. We must be prepared for future um, activities, future dangers to our nation. And so, this budget, I think, is a very rock solid budget. I think there's a lot of positive things in it. Um, we will see a decrease in our deficit. It won't go away overnight. It won't happen overnight, but the deficit over a period of time will decrease, and we will get rid of the deficit in the next few years. That is, if we continue on this current track. So, again, that's a great budget that I see that's rolled out today, and I'm hoping and urging for Congress to get this budget passed so that we don't have to go through continuing resolution after CR that we did um, this last year. We went through three before a budget was actually signed. Um, it is the goal of this administration to see that this budget introduced today that it gets passed through both houses of Congress and on my desk before October 1st. Thank you all very much.